So, good morning, everyone. It's good morning at my place. Maybe it's evening at your place, and I hope you're doing fine. This podcast is a bit more spontaneous because I opened the doors last week to the community, and around 27 new people joined. 27 is a lot. And I closed the door yesterday, but I received so many messages from people on Instagram about I missed this chance. I really wanted to join, but I missed it. And I decided, why not open the doors for 24 more hours? So if you want to join, if you missed the chance to join, you have a next chance. So make sure you will sign up within 24 hours because I will close the doors tomorrow morning in Amsterdam. So it's maybe, I think it's night and Eastern time. So make sure you're on time. And yeah, I just want to share a bit more about how I am dealing with the concussion community, how if I'm feeling overwhelmed, how I'm holding up. So yeah, so for the people who don't know me, I started in April 2021, and I thought at first, okay, it's really easy, just organizing some classes, just opening an Instagram account, and that's it. But guess what? I felt so overwhelmed, and it's way more work than just finding some people who can host some classes because there's a lot of technical stuff as well. And I'm doing everything by myself. So, yeah, I ended up feeling overwhelmed for a very long time. And I'm feeling so much better right now because it was a whole learning process. I needed to learn how to manage my task. I needed to learn my limits because when you start working again, your limits are way different than when you are not working. So everything was new for me. I never created a community. I just never I didn't work for 3.5 years because I couldn't, and I still can't work for a boss anymore. And yeah, it feels good to do something new to help people. So it gives me a lot of energy as well. I just need to learn, or just had to learn, how to manage everything. So the last couple of months, I am doing much better, and I just need to set some boundaries for myself because the community is growing, and that means that there are more tasks every day, more people who send messages, more emails that are coming in. And as I mentioned, I do everything by myself, and I started to feel overwhelmed sometimes because I get around 50 messages a day on Instagram, and yeah, I just needed to set my boundaries again. So last month, I decided that I will start my day by logging into the community platform and look at all the messages over there and make sure to answer them because that's my number one priority, just logging in and see what's happening there. And then if I still have energy, if I still feel great after I took a break, I decide, okay, if I have more energies to go through all these Instagram messages? Do I have some energy to make some stories? If not, I try not to feel guilty. I try to just rest and say to myself, okay, I already did all those tasks for the platform, so I just can't manage everything at the same time. So I do feel a bit guilty when I don't answer to Instagram messages, but sometimes I just can't answering all of them. It's like a day task. But on the other side, I always love getting messages from Instagram from people because I love to talk with people about their situations and everything. But again, I really need to focus on the platform, and that's my number one priority. So in case you didn't get an answer from me on Instagram, or maybe a short answer, please don't blame me. I'm trying to do my best. And I think that's the most beautiful thing of building a community, that you do it together with everyone. And it feels like that as well, because when I talk to people on the platform, it feels like we are all in the same situation. Well, we are in the same situation, and it feels like, yeah, we are helping each other. They are helping me as well to give me suggestions, to say to me, "Oh, I think this would be a great idea for your community," and it makes me so happy that everyone is so supportive. And yeah, no one is ever blaming me for something, and that really fills my heart with love, because I think that's where community is about, to help each other, yeah, to make it work together. And that's what I see that's happening right now, because yeah, it's growing, and yeah, it makes me so really excited. And even if I feel overwhelmed sometimes, yeah, it's totally worth it for me, because yeah, I love doing this. It's really my passion to help people, and yeah, I'm really excited. I only need to learn how to manage my tasks sometimes. So I make a planning for every week, and I also make a planning for the next day. So I write down my time, for example, from 9 a.m. to 9:30. I will go to my Instagram account, and I will put an alarm. And after the alarm goes off, I stop. I always do it like this, because otherwise I am so forgetting about the time, and I'm just running through all the tasks, and I forget my breaks. So I plan my breaks as well. If I don't plan my breaks, I am really lost, and I am always reaching my limits, and it's always too late when I reach my limits. So after after each task, I plan like a 15-minute break, or also in the afternoon, a 1 hour or 2 hour break, because I love to walk outside when the weather is okay. And if the weather is not okay, I always do some yoga, or just doing nothing, just avoiding my screens, and yeah, just recharge. And if I feel okay after that break, and I decide, okay, I want to do just another task, then I'm okay, and I do the other task. But yeah, I always try to remember that I have some limits. But yeah, as we all know, sometimes you don't know your limits, because your limits are different every day. And it's so hard, because on some days I am able to do just one simple task, and on other days I'm able to do like 10 different tasks. So yeah, it's really hard sometimes to make a planning, but I always try to make like one or two priorities, like priority tasks, and I make sure I do them first. And if I still have energy, I will go to the list of second priority tasks, and then I decide to do them the same day, or maybe the next day. So yeah, so I am doing okay. I'm doing great. And if I'm offline for maybe a few days or something, I make sure that I recharge as well, because I believe without my energy and without me feeling good, I am not able to run it as well. So I really need to take my time for that. So if you don't see me that often anymore on Instagram, you know why. But don't worry, I will be there. I try to be there as much as I can. And of course, if there is anything you want me to ask, you can always reach out to me. And I'm really okay with that, because I love that people sending me messages. I love it. But yeah, my focus is on the community, on a platform. And I'm just so excited again. I know I repeated it again, but I am yeah, really happy to see these people. And what makes me most happy is not that people are joining, but to get comments from them that it's helping. And um yeah, that they are so grateful for the community like this. And sometimes I can't even believe it, that I created something like this. And it was just an idea that I had in my mind, and I thought, okay, let's start creating a community and just do it and see what happened. And to see a result like this is, yeah, it's really great. And yeah, I'm so happy to see all these people. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me as well. And yeah, and for the people who are listening to my podcast for the first time, I can imagine you think, okay, what is the concussion community? Well, it's a place where people come together, talk to each other, and there are things out there to help you, yeah, to help you to move forward. So there are 160 classes. There are 11 courses. There is content. I share content you won't find here on Instagram or in my podcast. I also added something new. I added a private Q&A podcast. So once a month, I make a post in the community, and I ask people if they have any questions to drop them in the comments. And in the end of each month, I will make a podcast. I collect all these questions and I answer them in this private podcast. And what else is there? There's downloadable content, so there are a lot of exercises, a lot of files, everything you can find to help yourself from home. There is also a list of specialists per region, so if you are looking for a professional, you can just go to the list, see if there's anything in there, or if you think you have a great professional that helped you a lot, you can add it to the list as well. And of course, I'll try to do my best to give you the support you need. I log into the platform almost every day to see what's happening there, and reacting to everyone over there. So that's making me happy. And it's just I just created it and to make your recovery a bit easier. So all the knowledge that is out there is just pulled together in classes, courses, and other content. So I hope it's everything you need to move forward, and it really helped me, and I hope it's helping you as well. And again, if you have any questions, reach out to me as well. And thank you for listening again to my podcast. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I really hope this was helpful for you. If it was, I would love it if you share it on Instagram, in a story or in a post, and tag the Concussion Community in it. I just love to see who is listening. And one last thing, are you listening on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts? Would you maybe do one small thing in return? Leave a short review? The more reviews this podcast will get, the easier it is for other people to find this podcast and to feel less alone and lost in their journey. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.